Hey guys, in this video I wanted to show you how I make my big batch of freezer breakfast sandwiches. These sandwiches are so simple that they hardly need a recipe video, but I'm just going to take you step by step and show you exactly how I make them. I like to buy the already sliced Tillamook cheese from Costco. That makes it easy, but if you want to save a little money, you can buy larger blocks of cheese and slice it yourself. I also like to cut off the corners of the cheese because if you leave the whole slice, the corners, when they melt, they just kind of make a mess and get lost. And when I cut off the corners of the cheese, I put all of those into a container and the kids love to snack on them. We call them cheese triangles. For the bread, I like to use the Oro Wheat sandwich thins. They are the perfect size for these sandwiches, and they make it easy to throw the sandwiches on a grill and have them cook up perfectly. The sausages I use are the Tyson reduced fat pork sausages from Costco also. I like these because they are lean and I don't have to fry them ahead of time. I've tried these sandwiches with a regular pork sausage and it was so fatty that it really needed to be fried ahead of time and let some of the fat render off before putting them in the sandwiches. Once I get all of my ingredients prepared, I just do an assembly line. I usually turn on a podcast or a TV show and watch it while I do this monotonous work. 12 sandwiches fit perfectly in a gallon Ziploc freezer bag. And if I make my large batch of sandwiches, I end up with 12 bags, which means 144 sandwiches. So as far as reheating the breakfast sandwiches, what I try to do is take a bag out of the freezer and throw it in the fridge, and that's the bag that everyone grabs from. So those are going to be defrosted and they're going to be way quicker to reheat. I can just throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds to a minute and they're ready to go, or I can throw them on my Cuisinart griddler and grill them, and that makes them taste even better. Sometimes though, I'm not on top of things and I don't have a bag defrosted in the fridge, and so if I pull them out of the freezer and they're frozen solid, what I do is put them in the microwave for about 3 minutes on 50% power, and that's going to get them pretty well defrosted. And then at that point I can cook them for the 30 seconds or a minute on high power to get them all the way cooked through, or I can throw them onto the griddler and get them grilled up. Please excuse my very dirty griddler. We use this thing every single day, multiple times a day, a lot of times, because the kids will make quesadillas and we'll be cooking breakfast sandwiches, and it definitely does not get cleaned every day. But one way that I like to keep the plates clean is by using parchment paper. It makes for really easy cleanup. I'm gonna throw my sandwich on there like that, and it'll grill up really nicely and I won't even get my plates dirty. So the bottom of the grill cooks faster than the top, and so I do like to flip it over one time just to get it even. And it probably takes like 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Depends on your grill and how high you have the heat. And this breakfast sandwich is done. Adding a fried egg to these takes them to the next level. That's how everyone prefers them. But fried eggs do not freeze very well, so I don't add those at the beginning. So what we do is, if we're having a busy morning and I don't have time to make fried eggs, everyone just eats them like this. If I do have time, often I'll make, like a dozen or so fried eggs at a time, and so we can just throw them on the sandwiches whenever we want them. But we kind of just do that when it's time to eat them. Thanks so much for watching, and if you want to try another one of my shortcut videos, I will link here at the end my quick freezer pizza dough recipe. See you again in the next video.